to today's lesson on SB's Academy, and today we are going to learn how effective communication takes place, and we will learn the basics of business communication as well. Now, it has been found out through surveys that we spend 80% of our time in communicating, and out of that 80%, 50% is almost devoted to listening and speaking, and the rest of the time for writing or reading. Now, you will see in the chart that is given on screen, on the whole screen, that our communication is divided into three parts. Spoken communication or verbal communication with the use of words and speeches and writing. Non-verbal communication through the use of gestures and body language. And a very small part of communication that is called paralanguage. Paralanguage includes the tone, the pace of speech, the tone of your voice. These are the paralinguistic features of communication. And if you take a look at the diagram properly, you will see that non-verbal communication occupies the lion's share of the process of communication. Right? So, this is going to highlight the fact how important body language and gestures are for communication. Like if you're speaking something, maybe you may not always speak the truth. We do not always speak the truth. We often resort to lies and falsehood at various points of time in our life. So, although we may try to project the falsehood as truth through our words, through our writings and all, but it is our body language, it's the non-verbal communication, it is the gestural communication that often gives out the fact or betrays the fact that we are not speaking the truth. So you see that non-verbal communication or body language, it is much more authentic and true than verbal communication. And paralanguage, or what you call as tone, the pace, these are the paralinguistic features, and they occupy a small, nevertheless, an important section of communication process. Now, we must have come across this situation very, very often in our life where we feel that people are misunderstanding us. We are not able to communicate properly what we are exactly feeling, or people are not able to interpret our feelings properly. So this is a very, very common part of communication. It cannot always happen that whatever I am trying to communicate, you are understanding it exactly in the manner I wish to intend. There will be misinterpretation, misunderstanding, or you may outright reject what is being communicated. You may not even care to hear what is being communicated. Right, here you doesn't mean you actually, it means all of us. Right, please take it in that way. When two or more people are communicating, you will find that these problems are always there. The problem of being misunderstood, being misinterpreted, being rejected, or the communication being distortion of communication. This is so common. That is the reason why there is so much of people fight with each other and so on and so forth. This is because the communication gets distorted. Distortion of communication can happen because of many reasons. Many reasons.
Thank you for watching the first video on yet another series of lectures on business communication. Do mention in the comments how you like the video and do not forget to share it. Subscribe SB's Academy on YouTube and follow on Facebook to have a great learning experience in how to communicate better in English. Thank you and have a very happy learning.